So it's Saturday the 12th of April. As we can see here, we're late for the store. It's 25 to 1. We should have been opened 5 minutes ago. We've just had another catastrophe when it comes to the pups. I think it was myself that left the side gate open, but then I'm not 100% sure who left the front gate open, but...
Oh no, they got under the front gate.
Oh, did they go under the front gate? So they got under the front gate and they ran away. And luckily there was someone walking another dog. One of the pups, Lily, had good recall. She came back, but Holly just didn't want to come back. She found a new friend. So she was doing her thing.
Maybe a friend with a Belgian Malinois.
So the other thing I'm going to say is don't have kids, because this is another reason why we're late. We've argued and fought with the kids the whole morning to try to get them to get ready. They finally got ready and now we are majorly late, so it looks as if it's going to be a 1 o'clock start, which is not anywhere near good enough for our business. So let's see if we can get to the store in the next 5 or 10 minutes. Pamela has to go and drop off the kids at her mum's and I have to try and get to the shop and try and get it opened. So let's go.
Hello. So I've sneaked into the kitchen to show you something and I'm not very sure if I'll be able to show you it properly. So if you can see down there, the sharpening is like snake skin. See if we can get some decent light on the matter. So the snake skin effect here is really, really bad for your sharpening. So it creates a lot of resistance. There's no edges on it. It's not level. I don't know. I'm really trying very hard to get that effect in the light. You feel it. It's so rough. It's just so nasty for a sharpening. I don't know. And a disclaimer: I don't know where this came from. I could probably guess a couple of options, but it's certainly one of the worst ones I've saw in quite a long time. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll bring them back once Stephen's sharpened them and we'll show you them. And I thought we'd just come on and show you. Look how nasty the level is. Really bad light in here. Look. It's uneven. So you've got one high edge and one low edge. So it's not level. Totally not level. Okay, so we're back. So they have had all new eyelets, all no steels. We've not done the coppers, but we have done the steels. Rivets, that is. And I hope this will show much better than it did. They have been sharpened and you can see how much more shinier they are and how much more smoother they are in the skate. I hope you can see that. And they are completely level and they are nice and smooth. There's no resistance. It's going to give such a lovely glide. It's so much better than where they had been done. And that's why it's so important when you're getting your skates sharpened to get them done someone that's fully qualified. Stephen's worked a hell of a long time and he has qualifications from Blade Master. Lots and lots of years of experience under his belt. He can look at a pair of skates. He can not only tell you what sharpening depth is on them, he can show you your wear points, he can show you where your edges have rolled, all of it. He just knows his skates, he knows his skate maintenance, and that is a good clean sharpening.
So it is 2:31 in the afternoon. This is probably about the third or fourth time I've tried to record this, whether it's been customers coming in or Pamela chomping away in my ear. She's decided that she's getting McDonald's and she's it's like Peppa Pig here, chomping away in the background, the Pammy Pig. So anyway, Pamela had a little shot of the DSLR and she was obviously showing you guys how bad that sharpening was on that pair of skates. Now there was a lot of work that actually had to get done to these skates. There was quite a lot of eyelets that were needing replaced and there was quite a lot of rivets that needed to be replaced. So it ended up a full steel rivet conversion. That's what we call it. If you have to get all of your steel rivets taken out, and replaced. Then there was obviously quite a lot of eyelets as well. I think there was 15 or 16 eyelets in total. So that customer thought it was just one rivet and a sharpening. Well, that customer got a bit of a shock because the amount of work that was actually needed done on that skate was somewhere in the region of nearly £60 worth of labour and parts. Now, we understand that people don't necessarily take care of their equipment, and that's why we're here, and that's to obviously make sure that you guys can continue on to go on the ice But if you guys don't use us, then we won't be here to be able to get you guys skates fixed and gloves fixed and other things. So it's one of these things where we need the liking, the sharing and the subscribing to the channel to try and boost our reach to a broader customer base, shall we say. Not just that, a broader viewership as well, so you guys can actually see what we do, how we do it. We might not exactly be the most, or I know I'm not exactly the most thrilling of viewing, but I try my hardest with regards to... You're f***ing at it today? Sake, woman! So yes, Pamela's obviously trying to be the comedian today. I'm trying to be all like prim and proper and be to the point and say we need you guys to come and use us if you want us to still be here, and Pamela's like... Yes, so anyway, you guys don't realise how difficult this talking to the camera is. Sometimes I actually find it easier talking to the camera at night time when Pamela's in her bed, because even then when she's in her bed it's snoring and farting that you hear up the stairs. But anyway, how's your day been?
Busy.
Has it been busy? You don't look very busy right now.
I am busy right now, working on some
Is this
admin.
Is this kidding on that you're busy so that you look
No,
good?
I've got a stock take to finish typing up. It needs to get sent across
To
the accountant for the end of year, which I haven't done yet. And I was just going back through my orders and making sure, tracking stuff, checking up on stuff, seeing where we're up to with stuff, and having it all ready to go for the beginning of the week.
Right, anything else?
No.
No? Right, thanks for your thrilling input. Right, so I'll take you through and I'll show you just quickly what else we've been up to. Just don't mind me, I'm adjusting the camera. So we've had another glove repair in. These have came in and I don't really know what I've to do with them. I'm kind of having a quick look, try to see if where the hole is in them. Yeah, there's a wee tiny hole here in the middle of the palm, but the palms are not the greatest in them. They have seen better days. You can actually see the finger just behind here. That whole section's probably going to have to be replaced and cut out. And we've spoke about the other ones already. These ones have got a tear in the index finger and the thumb, so I'm going to have to see if I can work some magic to try and get them ready as soon as possible. That's realistically all I've got on today, other than all the stuff that's already been in and already away. There was about 15-20 sharpenings that came in, obviously in the first couple of minutes of being in the store. I'd originally thought I was going to be able to get here on time, and that's a joke in itself, because especially when you've got twin dogs and twin kids. The next thing we then found, Pamela has had a great idea that the kids could get our old phones. So what we've actually been contesting with today was our own mobile phones going mental today. Sam has decided that he's not getting on with his granny today. His granny's been mean, and I can tell you right now, for the people that want to phone him, the phone child line and say that he's
the most unmeanest granny.
She's the most unmeanest granny in the world, and she's basically just told him to stop phoning, because he was phoning us constantly and he was getting himself into a state because we weren't answering the phone. Now when I'm in the store, my phone's on silent. I don't actually get a chance to actually answer my own phone very often, and as you guys have probably seen, Pamela doesn't really get the chance to answer either her phone or the shop phone, because she's usually really busy. Now the shop phone is obviously on, at least I hope it's on. Yeah, it's on and it's there. But yeah, Sam's been giving it the phone calls every 5 minutes to try and get hold of me, and then try and get hold of Pam. He's then learned Pamela's put WhatsApp on his phone, so he started messaging me and voice notes and Pamela voice notes, and please come and get me, Granny's being horrible,
Granny's being mean to me, come and get me.
Yeah, so
Listen to it.
No, I don't think we need to put people through that, subject people to that, if I'm honest. But yeah, anyway, this is what we're contesting with on a day-to-day basis. This is bringing the more personable part of cold-blooded sports to you guys. This is showing you guys that what we actually go through on a day-to-day basis. There's a lot more stuff that we go through on a day-to-day basis that we won't show, but the same point, it's very interesting at the moment. Just
desperate to be part of the shop, and he's desperate to come every day, but you can't have one without the other, and if you have two, it's chaos. And he comes, he wants to play hockey, he does work for about 30 seconds, carrying his skates backwards and forwards, and then he gets bored, and then he wants to go to the shop, and he wants sweeties, and then he wants this, and then he wants that. And I don't mind him being up, but I get nothing done. and you get nothing done and it's too stressful. He's just too young to have that role at the moment. I try telling him that.
He just doesn't understand. He thinks it's just a place of fun. It is a place of fun at times, but it's not necessarily been the most fun place to be in the last 14 years. We were actually talking about that, the peaks and troughs of stuff that's happened over the years of us being in business. Every time you think you're getting to a new high, there's a massive low, and then you get to a new high, then there's another massive low. We won't go into major details with it, but every time you get, it's like 5 steps forward and 25 steps back at times, and that's obviously unfortunate. It's just one of these things. It's the stresses and strains of running a small business, I suppose. I will go, at the moment, I'm going to go have my lunch and try and see if I can outpig Pamela with the chomping on the burger that we have sitting in front of us. But with regards to the rest of the day, we'll see what today brings.
Yes.
You quite alright there?
I dropped my pickles that I don't like.
So I thought we would come on to the good camera today, see how that is. That thing is bogging. What did you do to it?
I didn't do anything. The dogs were eating their dinner with it.
Oh, the dogs were eating their dinner with it, were they?
Did you see how much Hector slivers?
Yeah, that's not necessarily the most gracious thing to have, especially when you're trying to kind of run an online business or a YouTube channel. Is when you go to get your stuff, when your missus has used your stuff, it's covered in
dog slobber.
Oh, that could be.
It's definitely dog slobber.
Aye, well. It could be your slobber, you never know.
It is not my slobber.
Especially with the way that you polished off that cheeseburger earlier on. Slivers flying everywhere. So yes, we are in the store still. It is 4:15 in the afternoon. It has been absolutely dead. We've been kept kind of relatively consistent, but it's one of these things where when it gets to this time of the season we start to panic.
You start to panic.
I start to panic every year when it gets to this stage, when it gets to get quiet, because I don't like it being quiet and I like it being busy. Where I like it being busy is not because I am a really, really sociable person, it's just that I thrive on actually working. I don't like sitting still and twiddling my thumbs waiting for people to come into the store. Now I know that I've got a couple of glove repairs in the back, but I just don't have the mental capacity to do them today because I'm going to have to make templates and I'm going to have to actually cut them all apart and then try and fix them. One pair of gloves, or one glove specifically, would, in my opinion, because of the state of the palm, would be better just buying a new set of gloves, but it is only a youth pair. But it's one of these situations where, again, we know that money's tight. £15 of a repair is cheaper than £30, £40, £50 worth of gloves. So we can understand the situation that this customer may be in. That's not us having a dig at them in any way, shape or form. We understand.
Pretty normal just now.
It's very, very normal just now, where people are trying their hardest to try and eke out as much as they can from their equipment. It's in day-to-day life as well. You see that as well. People trying to eke out as much as they can with fuel, food, whatever else. But back onto the kind of hockey stuff, the skates that were in earlier on that we spoke about, now you're talking that was a £750 pair of skates minimum, and they're only maybe a half a season to a season old, and the state of these skates that came in, no wonder we have to fix them. No wonder how we actually have to go out our way to put new rivets and new eyelets into them, especially if they're being left in skate bags or if they're being left in hockey bags. Hockey bags are a breeding ground for bacteria, as we all know this, and especially if you don't take your stuff out, you have to air your kit, or you end up having to bring your kit to places like this. Now, the major thing that I'm going to say is, if people don't start using shops like this, there's going to be nowhere for you guys to get your skates sharpened other than the places that are absolutely butchering skates, or there's nowhere that you're going to be able to bring your equipment to get fixed either, or to be able to buy your laces and tape apart from having to go online. So it's not necessarily that we're pleading with people to come and use us, we're just saying give us a chance. Yeah, we might take a wee bit longer than other places, especially because we work on an order basis where we have to fulfill a certain criteria before we can make an order. We wouldn't want to be bringing in orders every single day, small orders for 1 and 2 pairs of skates, because the postage on that kind of items, or they kind of items, is going to absolutely kill our cash flow, and that's where we are struggling with that kind of stuff. So we do take a wee bit longer to bring things in, just for that reason.
Stock availability plays a big part in it as well.
Stock availability in that as well is a big massive part, but it's one of the things where you've got to do everything you can. Now, people might. I had a message from an ex-teammate of mine that says it's good to see the shop flourishing and doing really well. There's so many stresses and strains in running a store. You guys don't need to see that. Again, we're trying to keep it as positive as possible. But just remember, every business goes through periods of stress and strain, and summer is one of them for us, because you never know if this could be your last summer or not. That's just how it is. You never ever know. It could be the cash flow is totally strangled, where you're getting maybe, example being maybe a £100-200 a week in sales if you're lucky, but you need 10 times that, or
you can be an asset rich company with strangled cash flow and it still sinks you.
Exactly. We are not necessarily a massively asset rich company. We have got our products and we have got the basics in store to kind of get you by at the moment. We did have a lot more before when we had our unfortunately we had our fire. Now, when we had the fire, we made that realisation that we were way overstocked, and there was just not enough money with regards to insurance that could cover what we actually had in the store. And every single time that you had to claim your insurance, or we had to deal with the insurance, it was they were trying to get as much off of you as possible. So they were looking to give you the minimum amount. So we have to take each day as it comes, I suppose, and we'll see how the summer goes. As I said in a couple of the videos previously, I may drop to 1 day a week with regards to videos and see if we can get the content filled in with maybe some of the stuff that we do out with. Now, obviously, I already started that with the other day's video.
Our beach day out.
With a beach day video. Oh, that was a couple of days. That was a week ago now, I think it was up. But with regards to the other stuff that I'm doing just now, is I am showing you guys what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis with editing. I'm showing you what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis with when I'm out the store. Our opening times are a bit strange. Okay, so we are 12 PM till 5 PM on a Tuesday. We're 5 PM till 8 PM on a Wednesday night. On a Thursday we're closed. A Friday we're 12 until 5, and a Saturday we're 12:30 till 5. Now, that's not a lot of hours in the day for running a business, but what you guys don't see is when Pamela's at her other job, she's probably still doing stuff for the store when she can. And with regards to me, when I'm at home, 90% of the time I'm either answering emails, text messages, phone calls, whatever else if I can. There's a lot of the stuff that comes through privately that we deal with. Now, that's away from the store, so people who have our phone numbers privately will call us and ask us our opinions on certain things when it comes to equipment. Now, taking that phone call, and if it's a call about ice hockey in any way, shape or form, you're technically working. You're also having to do all your stuff in your own personal time with regards to social media. You're having to do all your stuff in your personal time for the website work as well. So that is a massive undertaking that we've got as well when it comes to the summer with regards to our website, because we have to rip our website apart and rebuild every single year, and that may be just adding products on, or it may be adding new categories or new areas of the website.
Last 3 summers we've actually completely rebuilt it. This is the first year we will not be rebuilding it.
Yeah.
But we do have to finish it.
So Scott was in earlier on and we had the conversation about bringing back the ambassador programme to the website, and that's going to be brought back. And Scott also has the testimonials that we had from ex-NHL players and Elite League players.
To Eddie McGreen and Tristan Harper.
Exactly.
And Brendan Brooks.
Yep.
I think who else gave us a testimonial?
I think Matt Keith.
No,
Matt Keith. Did Fitzy give us one?
No.
Oh well. Well, anyway, there's some big names on this list. I don't think we got back left Stupka either.
No, he was away by time.
Or
I don't know where he went. So.
And Big Mike.
Mike Gutwald.
Yep. So we've had a lot of players that came to the store over the years that have had their skates sharpened here. Drew Miller's skates were sharpened on my machine in the back, and they were put back together as well. I digress. We are talking about bringing back the ambassador programme stuff, and we may be putting some. Pamela doesn't know this yet, but we may be putting some pictures up of Liam and Jan on there with their testimonials of what they get and what they do and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just something that we're thinking about doing.
I think we're saying Jan's name wrong. I think it's Tian. But maybe she could help us.
Yeah, exactly. It's she's a lovely girl. She's very, very nice.
She's an absolute credit to her mum. She's a really well-mannered, lovely girl.
We'd like to say the same about Liam, but I don't think for whatever reason.
He is a credit to his parents.
He's a credit to his parents, but his mum and dad will not say that. Just
No, they'll call him a wee.
yeah, that'll be a little edit there.
He's a fantastically hard-working, gives everything to his hockey guy, so couldn't be a better ambassador.
Yeah. So anyway, for today, that is us going to be finished. If you keep wondering why I'm looking away to the left, I keep saying this, I'll need to record it on the GoPro and show you. No, turn the camera around the other way. See, women in technology. I'm telling you, women in technology. So, there. I'm meant to be looking here, but I'm actually looking here. But yeah, that's basically what is happening. But anyway, for today, thank you very much for watching. Like, share and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And we will see you on the next video. Keep it gold-blooded.